Madison Square Garden in New York City. It's the National Invitational Tournament. Tonight, the 49ers of UNCC meet the Dons of San Francisco. Good evening, everyone. I'm Jim Thacker with Bob Taylor, and this is the first show in the big time for UNCC, a major tournament, and they're really excited, Bob.
Jim, I think you'd said it all when you said big time. I think that if you could describe it in one word, it'd be big. The arena here is big, and this San Francisco ball club is big, and I think that's going to be the problems that UNCC is going to have to adjust to first. That
could be a good point. It's certainly a talented team the 49ers face tonight. We'll have the tip-off of tonight's game in just a moment. And we're set to go from Madison Square Garden in the dark uniform San Francisco and UNCC in the white. In the center of the court for the center jump, Cedric Maxwell, number 33. He'll be opposed by Bill Cartwright, 7-foot center for San Francisco. And we're underway for UNCC. The ball's going to be controlled by San Francisco. Grab here in backcourt by Winford Boynes, great All-American. Here's Cartwright inside very early. Cartwright going to his strength. Rebound by UNCC. Grabbed by Watkins. And the 49ers have it for the first time. Bob Ball getting a starting call, injured back and all. Inside they go. Here's Lou Massey, and the rebound tipped out by San Francisco, grabbed by the Dons. Still no score. It's a fast-running team. This is Boynes, very talented forward. Outside now to Coleman, and grabbed by Maxwell on the rebound. Another running fast break, stolen up floor by Coleman. Here comes San Francisco on a break. That's Cartwright. Down for to Redmond, and the Dons will set it up. Inside, they lob it to Cartwright. He's collapsed on, fall away, and again UNCC of the rebound. Still no score in the ball game. Both teams might be a little jittery, Bob.
Jim, they started with an awfully quick pace, and I think before the night is over, UNCC is going to have to slow the ball down and play a more deliberate style of ball, more like they did against Maryland in a game earlier this year.
Lou Massey now with an offensive foul. Good call. Massey with the elbow was pushing off. Offensive ball control foul. San Francisco gets the ball. Neither team has scored, and we've played a little over a minute. Set the lineups for you. This is Rod Williams, a sophomore guard, and that is Russ Coleman, a junior starting at guard. This is Williams out of the corner. There's the first score of the ball game. Rod Williams, a pure shooter, and a full court press by San Francisco. UNCC very organized for it. Foul balls over the middle, down floor, and Maxwell is triple team. Ball batted away, loose ball, and San Francisco lost it out. Boynes could not control it. 49ers starting with Lou Massey, Kevin King, Cedric Maxwell, Bob Ball, and Melvin Watkins. Inbounds play for the 49ers. This is Lou Massey, number 23, leading scorer, 22.8. Now Bob Ball, the quarterback. 2-0, San Francisco. Another block down, and here's a foul against San Francisco's Rod Williams. First foul of the game against the Dons. UNCC will put it right back in play. 21-5, the UNCC record this year under Lee Rose in a fantastic first year of coaching. They lob it inside to Maxwell. He's there for the hook. Rebound Cartwright for San Francisco. The long pass down floor. Breaking in Redmond. Marion Redmond, and San Francisco down in front by 4-0. UNCC still looking for its first score. Trying to get settled down. Inside Maxwell. Massey. Lou Massey breaks the scoring ice after 2 minutes. 17:51 to go.
As far as scoring is concerned, I think Massey and Maxwell will get their points for the 49ers. I think the key will be maybe Kevin King and how well he reacts to this arena and to this ball club. And if King can score, the 49ers have a great chance.
Personal fouls against Massey, his second one. And Lou now is going to have to play with a little bit of caution. Trying to guard the 6'11 freshman Bill Cartwright. San Francisco conceded to have the best recruiting year in college basketball. All of college basketball a year ago. Starting 3 freshmen on the front line. Marion Redmond outside. Here's a shot put up by Smith, no good. And inside Redmond follows. Now UNCC controls. Bob Ball and tap out. San Francisco leads 4-2.
how well Bob Ball reacts too. You know, Jimmy, he injured his back in the last game of the season, and how well he's recovered from those injuries is going to be another important factor for UNCC.
Inside Massey. Good fake by Maxwell, but it's taken away on a block and then lost out. And it's going to go to San Francisco. Bob, I believe that UNCC certainly has the verbal support here.
The crowd isn't large, but they are certainly making themselves known around this Madison Square Garden.
Bill Cartwright. Rebound ball for UNCC. Here come the 49ers looking for a basket to tie the score. And it's Watkins. Whistle. Personal foul on Cartwright. Kevin King was taking the shot. And the push-off by Cartwright is his first one, second team foul.
That's the shot he hits best. If he can connect on that, UNCC will be in the ballgame all the way.
4-2, San Francisco. Now Bob Ball back at the point guard. Here's Kevin King away, Watkins right corner. They bring it back to the point. Very patient attack by UNCC, looking for a tying basket. Watkins beats his man. Melvin Watkins has tied the score. First time UNCC has gotten even. Boynes driving and his pass is wild. UNCC will get it with a chance to go ahead for the first time. Winfred Boynes, number 24, who was all everything, threw it away. Now Don Pierce is in the UNCC lineup, replacing Massey. Massey, there's a double team, and a good catch by Watkins. They got a 3-on-1. Watkins feeding to Pierce. Pierce under for the layup. Rebound grab by San Francisco. Out of there is Russ Coleman. Down to Cartwright on the quick break. Cartwright driving for a shot. Bill Cartwright. San Francisco back in the lead 6-4. It's been a hectic pace. San Francisco trying to force a fast tempo. Double teaming the ball. Now Watkins is open. Look out. Out of bounds off Cartwright. UNCC will have it trailing by 2. Now is the timeout on the floor with the score San Francisco 6, UNCC 4. 15 and a half minutes to go in the first half. San Francisco 6, UNCC 4. 49ers ball. Tight defense here by the Dons from San Francisco. They won the NIT back-to-back a couple of years. Won the NIT, won the NCAA back-to-back. Now UNCC trying to pull the string a little bit on the pressure defense, looking for some back doors. It's a well-coached team here by Bob Gaylord. Now Massey getting a screen inside. Massey lets it go. He's got it. Score is tied again. That's 6-all. Quick pass to Boynes. Boynes under for a layup, not good, and UNCC has it. Pulled down by Kevin King.
I think, Jim, we have to see now if Coach Rose was able to settle his team down during that timeout. He's the only member of this ball club, other than his assistant coaches, that has any tournament experience. And I think he's got to get his ball club over these early jitters. Kevin King, another key rebound. Score is tied at 6-6. Double team in backcourt. Press hasn't bothered UNCC too much as yet. Inside, Massey with position. Don't miss it too often. Maxwell follow, and rebound pulled down by Redmond. There's a foul on the play. Foul is against Watkins. Number 1 on Melvin Watkins, and the third team foul. San Francisco will get the ball. Outside shot by Coleman. Redmond follows on a fall away. Rebound Maxwell. The acid test for UNCC is on the boards tonight. 49ers have done a good job on the defensive board.
Score tied 6-6. Here comes Ball sweeping around. Bob Ball, whistle. And the foul is on Sam Williams, number 10. is shooting. He'll draw a pair. Bobby, who had a painful injury to his back, was questionable here up until the workout yesterday evening. But he's getting the start. And now Sheldon Shipman reports in, replacing Melvin Watkins. The super sub, they call him, has been one of the most exciting players for the 49ers all year, coming off the bench. Here's Bob Ball at the line. He set the all-time UNCC assist record this year with 120. Some quarterback. UNCC leading for the first time at 7-6. San Francisco running. Boynes. Good fake by Redmond. Redmond inside. Marion Redmond puts San Francisco back in the lead. 8-7 in favor of the Dons. Give and go the ball. And King has it in. Kevin King's follow. UNCC back in the lead. Sam Williams now the playmaker for San Francisco. A zone defense by UNCC. They've got to battle the height inside. Smith batted away. Bob Ball has it for UNCC. Down to Shipman for the layup. Massey fed it back inside, but Sam Williams has got it for San Francisco. Out of bounds, deflected by King. Or did he? He did not. It'll be UNCC's ball. Nine to 8 in favor of the 49ers. Ball, backcourt being pressed by Boynes. High post Maxwell, fake the back door. Maxwell to Shipman.
Boy, he's the kind of guy that can fire up a ball club. That's why they bring him in. He just loves to do that.
3-point lead, the biggest thus far for the 49ers. Redmond is back. Whistle. Personal foul is on Maxwell. He was screamed out. First foul on Maxwell. Third team foul against the 49ers. Maxwell, of course, has to stay out of foul trouble.
That's going to be a key for the 49ers too, Jim, whether Maxwell and Massey can stay out of foul trouble, especially Massey. He has a tendency to foul out of ball games at times, and they need that scoring punch from both of those players. Randall's
shot was deflected, and UNCC's got it. 49ers are playing brilliant defense right now against this taller team. Batted away, though, and here's a drive-in shot, and the basket's good. Sam Williams stole it. Shipman committing the foul that I know he knows he should not. Watch it again. Watch the steal. It's a very quick team. Now here's a foul Shipman should never commit. The man is in there. It's too much danger of a three-point play. This could tie the score. 11 all. Tie for the third time. Batted out of bounds by San Francisco's Jeff Randall. Change again. Howard Smith is going to come back on. 6'8" senior from Los Angeles, number 35. Third leading scorer last year, and now he is back on the bench. Give you an idea of the great freshman talent for San Francisco. There was a back and over. Shipman left the floor when he was in front court and took the ball in back court. That's a violation. Bob Ball returns at quarterback, and sitting down for rest is Melvin Watkins. So now Ball and Shipman are the guards. There's a near steal. Redmond driving shot is tipped inside by Maxwell, who's got the rebound.
Lee Rose seems to be substituting more than he generally likes to do this early in the ball game, Jim.
Ball hawked away from Bob Ball. Ball now gets away from Boynes. Behind his back to Massey, who's open. Inbound Howard Smith from the rebound for San Francisco. 11-11 tie. Sam Smith now controlling the dribble. Lobs it to Smith out of bounds. Howard Smith couldn't handle it. 11:30 to go in the first half. Don Pierce comes off the UNCC bench as Bob Small works against the Boynes press. Bob Ball batted away, and that's good teamwork. And there goes a layup by Williams, Sam Williams, and San Francisco is back in the lead, 13-11. This is a well-coordinated team in their defensive efforts, San Francisco. Doing a beautiful job over guarding. Kevin King forcing a shot. Inside to follow. Kevin King following his own shot to tie the score again. 13-all. Sam Williams for San Francisco. Just lobs it to Boynes. Inside, Howard Smith. Hawked away by Shipman. Ball's got it. Here come the 49ers. Ball on the break. To Massey. Look out. Whoop. And inside, Maxwell. UNCC's missing shots they ordinarily make, but they've been good on the offensive boards. Now there's timeout on the court with the score. UNCC 15, San Francisco 13. 49ers of UNCC in the lead by 2 over San Francisco. One of the talent-laden teams in this field. Both teams fighting for the colors of green and gold. Sam Williams now, good ball handler in the corner to Redmond. Aggressive zone defense by UNCC. Boynes inside, pass batted down. Redmond follows. Rebound by Pierce for UNCC. 49ers to the attack. And there's a back and a cross again. Bob Ball had penetrated the 10-second line. San Francisco's been very effective, and it's one of the worries here for Lee Rose, is that mid-court pressure defense of San Francisco. UNCC will have to do something about solving it. Here's a change now, as back in the lineup is Rod Williams, so it'll be Rod Williams and Sam Williams at the guards. Rod Williams 15, Sam Williams is 10. Midway in the first half. Low-scoring game thus far. Long one by Sam Williams outside to tie the score. He's been a house of fire since coming in. Full court pressure now by San Francisco. Rod Williams is in to take a turn at guarding Bob Ball. Inside, Maxwell hooks. 17-15, UNCC back in the lead. Sam Williams charges. That'll be charging on Sam Williams, his second personal foul. UNCC now has settled down, Bob, since that auxiliary start.
They sure have, Jim. And, you know, it's funny. It seems like San Francisco has forced UNCC into making a lot of mistakes, but somehow they've been able to overcome those and use it to their advantage and hold the lead.
Another steal from the blind side by Sam Williams. Here come the Dons on the fast break. Beautiful feed inside. And the layup is hit by Winfred Boynes. That ties the score for the 6th time at 17-all. Boy, what a match. This is the best match of the NIT thus far. Far superior to the play of the first 2 games. Won by Kentucky and Providence. Don Pierce now caught in backcourt. Ball handling is not his forte. Now Shipman. Ball now will be the quarterback as they go to the set offense. Ball looks inside. Maxwell fakes. Maxwell goes up, and he's fouled by Cartwright. Number 2 on Cartwright. Redmond returns for San Francisco. There he is, number 32, 6'5" junior. Redmond in, and looks like Howard Smith will go to the sidelines. Getting less size, but more quickness in. UNCC, an extremely quick team. There's Maxwell taking the customary little shadow stroke at the free throw line before getting the ball. He could untie the score. 2 shots. Cedric's the second all-time scorer for UNCC with over 1,000 points, and he's just a junior. Should pass Robert Earl Blue next year. 19-17. UNCC out in front with 8:45 to go in the first half. Back in the zone. Boynes. Rod Williams with a fake and gets the 3rd foul on Massey. And that might be one of the big plays of the first half for San Francisco. 3 fouls on Lou Massey, UNCC's leading scorer. We're watching out of the corner of our eye to see if Lee Rose makes a move. He's on his feet. Massey with 3.
Another problem that presents, Jim, is they don't have that much depth that they can go to, that they can call on. And Lee Rose has been substituting regularly tonight, trying to give his players as much rest as possible with this fast pace.
UNCC in the lead, 19-17. Pressure's on. Bob Ball now relieved of the pressure for a moment. Comes back to the point. Inside Maxwell. Maxwell walks that time. He tried to get Cartwright into a bad position. It cost them the 2 points. Traveling violation. Kevin King now has replaced Lou Massey. So King is back in the lineup. It's Ball, Shipman, King, Maxwell, and Pierce. 19-17, UNC Charlotte. 8 minutes to go, first half. Zone defense for the 49ers. Boynes on the outside. He's been held down up to now. That's his second basket so far. He's averaging 17.6 a game. Score is tied for the 7th time in the first 12 minutes. 19 all. Constant pressure being put on by the San Francisco guards. Inside Maxwell, driving, trying to feed under, and there's a personal foul on Cartwright, his third, I believe. Nope, it's on Boynes. Winford Boynes charged with that one, his first, and it is 6 team fouls, so there'll be no 1-and-1 here. Officials had started to go to the line for the 1 and bonus, but it's only team foul number 6, and start with 7. High score. Bob Ball outside. Pierce soaring high, but there's a whistle. Personal foul is against Pierce. Pierce pushing after leaping high and missing. First foul on Pierce. 7th team foul, and San Francisco now will go to the bonus and a chance to untie.
I liked what Don Pierce said the day the 49ers got their bid to the NIT. They asked him if they felt like this would put UNCC on the map. He said, no, we were always on the map. He said it just made the dot a little bigger.
79% shooter here on the line. Marion Redmond, leading free thrower percentage-wise for San Francisco. He'll get the bonus. Now the Dons are back in the lead. Lead now has changed hands 5 times in the game. Rod Williams is back in at guard, and number 22, Russ Coleman, who started the game, has returned. So Bob Gaylord also. Cartwright driving on the follow-through, and it's tipped in. Give the tip in to Boynes. San Francisco up by 3, 22-19. Now the Dons go back in the zone defense. They've gone away from the pressure man-for-man since taking the lead. And it's a zone defense, deflected out of bounds by Redmond. Lou Massey's going to come back in, and Don Pierce will go out. Oh, a calculated move. Lou Massey, high-scoring forward with 3 personal fouls. Returns, 7 minutes to go in the first half. Bob Ball will direct the traffic. Massey is left open, a mistake. Lou Massey, he'll hit that unguarded shot with a very high percentage. 22-21, San Francisco by 1. Here is Boynes, the other end. Rebound is down by UNCC's Kevin King. A chance now to recapture the lead for the 49ers, trailing by 1. From the corner, King. Rebound, Massey, inside. Good fake by Massey, and UNCC back in the lead. Lead now has changed hands 6 times.
One thing this ball club has not done all year, Jim, is give up. It's been in every ball game that it's played, regardless of who the team was or the caliber of competition they were playing. They proved that again tonight.
Rebound captured by King. Now let's see if San Francisco will have to come out of its zone. They're behind. It's 23-22. They're back in the man-for-man. Ditching the 1-3-1. Massey under pressure. Rebound is down by Redmond for San Francisco. The Dons are off and running. Ball bats it down. Here's Boynes for a layup. San Francisco back in the lead. UNCC bench thought there was walking on that one. Loud play to Maxwell for the layup, and there's a foul on the play. And it's going to be against San Francisco. And the basket by Massey puts the 49ers back in the lead. Now there's timeout on the court with the score. UNC Charlotte 25, San Francisco 24. Lee Rose returns to the bench. There's the story of hot-fought first half. 1-point lead for his 49ers over San Francisco. Bob, it seems so odd to say San Francisco and then the other team be the 49ers.
That's right, Jimmy. You know, there's another interesting aspect of this ball game. The first time that San Francisco ever played in the NIT was 1949, and they won it. Maybe that's a good omen for the 49ers.
Well, that's why the 49ers are called 49ers. They were named that year. That's when they became a permanent college in Charlotte. 26-24. 49ers of Charlotte on top by 2. Boynes double teamed in the zone. Weak side. Rebound is up to Bob Ball for UNCC. UNCC on top by 2. 26-24. Ball driving his man hard for the corner now. Shipman releasing back deep. Double high post by King and Watkins. Now UNCC playing a disciplined attack right now, looking for the good shot. They're up by 2. They lob it inside to Maxwell. Block. Maxwell follows, and he's got it, and he's fouled. Foul by Smith. Great follow by Cedric Maxwell. He's putting on quite a show. You got to watch this one again. Fighting with Smith inside, double team. There's the beautiful block, but watch the follow, and then across the arms. He was fouled as he went up. Still scored, and a chance for a three-pointer. That's 12 points for Maxwell, and the biggest lead for UNCC, 5 points. 29-24. Inside, they work it beautifully to Redmond. Pretty play by San Francisco. Cuts the lead to 3.
Well, what a ball club this is going to be in the future. Starting 3 freshmen, not a senior in the starting lineup, Jim. They're going to be something else.
Well, they were ranked top 10 preseason. Now you got to hurry. Almost a wild pass and recaptured by Shipman. Great pressure defense by San Francisco. Very grueling task to play this team. Whistle inside. The foul's on Smith for holding. The second one on Howard Smith. This will be a 1-and-1 for UNCC, and the 49ers have been 5 for 6 from the line. Cedric Maxwell. Oh, he's playing with ice water in his veins.
I watched Cedric earlier today watching the Kentucky game, Jim, and he just kind of sat there and looked out on the court and watched and said, I'm going to be there 7 o'clock tonight and nothing's going to bother me.
31-26. Well, he scored 14 points. And there's a charging blocking foul by Bob Ball. He jumped in too late trying to draw the charge from Russ Coleman. Oh, bang, bang play. Listen, watch it. I question it right there. He just didn't get set quickly enough. An instant later, it would have been the other way. Coleman on the line with a 1-and-1. Started for 2 years, this man. He's been put back on the bench by these great freshmen. 31-27 from Stockton, California. Russ Coleman. Back to a 3-point lead, UNCC. There's a foul on Smith. That's the third. Williams. Sam Williams, the third foul on Williams. And now the Tide's beginning to go a little bit the other way in the defensive scheme. San Francisco was causing all the action earlier with their defense, and now Charlotte's beginning to turn it around. Bob Ball at the line, 1-and-1. They're going to have to rest Williams. Alan Thompson, a junior from Brooklyn, New York, comes in, number 20.
Cartwright, number 24.
Played at Westchester Community College, averaged 35 points a game, did Thompson. Now Boynes will get a rest. He's replaced by Jeff Randall for San Francisco. 49ers are a very deep ball club, or rather they Dons. 49ers too, for that matter. 33-28. Again, UNCC by 5. 3:50 to go in the first half. back in the zone. Redmond in the corner. Rebound to Shipman for UNCC. 49ers now are beginning to set the tempo. Here's the new man, Alan Thompson, in the challenge ball. Ball looking inside. And there is Maxwell. Rebound down by San Francisco's Wes Coleman. Redmond. 9 points for Marion Redmond. Tightened up again, 33-30. 3 minutes and 10 seconds remaining in the first half. And on the post, Maxwell double team. Now Cedric Maxwell's going to take it all the way out. UNCC doing a much better job now controlling the tempo of the game. The lead's only 3 points. These double teams by San Francisco are vicious.
49ers have both of their playmakers in the lineup too now, Jim. Watkins is almost as equally adept at making a play as Ball. You know, Watkins broke the existing record that was established earlier too. Just that Ball's got more assists than Watkins does. So you got two great playmakers in there on one ball club.
And this young man right here, number 11, Sheldon Shipman, excellent ball handler too.
Well, Skip just likes a pressure situation anyway.
Batted out. And now Don Pierce will return, and Bob Ball needs a rest. Bob Ball is playing. He's been injured. Watkins will come off, and Lee Rose wants a timeout with 2 minutes and 9 seconds to go. There's timeout on the court with a score. UNCC 33 and San Francisco 30. Three-point lead by UNCC, one of the young schools in this field. From 1949, San Francisco, one of the older, formed back in 1855. Double team. San Francisco really putting the pressure, and there's the foul. It's on Marion Redmond. Well, they fouled a guy who's really been perfect at the line, Cedric Maxwell. Watch this little practice stroke here by Maxwell. Watch this. Hasn't had the ball yet. Okay. A little shadow dribble and gives it a little practice. Gets him in the rhythm. 14 points he scored. And from the line, he's 6 for 6. 7. Bonus coming.
Cedric said he felt like he was on candid camera the day the 49ers got their NIT bid.
8 in a row. 35-30, and again, UNCC's up by 5. Represents the biggest margin. They're fighting a lot of height inside, using a zone for the most part. Redmond, baseline, out of bounds. UNCC's ball. 1 minute, 43 seconds to go. Or you can bet they'll put it in the freeze now if they can. Leading by 5, 35-30. Now they got 10 seconds, of course, to get it across the middle. Shipman is in there. UNCC is spread out. Here's their spread. If San Francisco's going to double team, they're going to leave an open man, and sooner, a dangerous pass at midcourt. Ball has to come out with it. Now a loose ball, and we'll get a jump. Boy, what an aggressive defensive team is San Francisco, and they're letting them play here tonight, Bob, so this is going to be a good one. Winsford Boynes returns for San Francisco, so does Jeff Randall. Sitting down, you saw number 32, Marion Redmond. It's an important jump here with a minute 12 to go in the first half. Tip control to King for UNCC. 49ers up by 5. Now UNCC trying to play it cool here to find the open man under the basket if possible. Double team. Those loud passes, very dangerous, of course. Maxwell faking the shot. Maxwell under the layup shot is good. Kevin King driving. 7-point lead for the 49ers.
It's going to be interesting to see what happens here at halftime, Jim. And the really big games that UNCC has had to win that they haven't won, they've had to go to the dressing room behind. It'll be interesting to see what Lee Rose can pull out of his hat now to tell them for the upcoming 20 minutes to see if they can hold on to this lead and pull this game out.
Here's a jump. Boynes is on the floor, 34, and Don Pierce. Why you think Boynes can jump? I'll tell you, Mr. Pierce might go right through the roof. This guy can leap. John Pierce. Pierce is 6'8". Boynes is 6'6". There aren't many can jump with him when he's giving inches. And the tip control to UNCC.
That leaping ability of Pierce is his greatest asset. He's not a great ball player, Jim. He doesn't have great talent, but he's got more heart probably than anybody else in that ball club.
20 seconds to go, first half. UNCC on top by 7, trying to hold it down for a last shot. And there is Maxwell driving. Rebound is out of bounds, lost by Pierce. San Francisco will get it with 10 seconds to go. Shot might have been taken too early, but it's hard to second-guess a team that's on top by 7. San Francisco got to hurry now to get a shot. And here is Boynes. And there's a personal foul by Bob Ball, who came down on the back, and I know there's some people holding their breath. Ball's got an injured back, and he came down hard, Bob. He tried to leap over him. Wow. Oh, you think he wasn't faked? 3 seconds to go, and at the line is going to be Sam Williams. First foul on Ball, but he got a rest. Jeff Gruber will go on. 3 seconds to go.
Ball's been playing with a great deal of pain in this ball game, Jim. It hasn't affected his play a great deal, but he has been playing with pain. You can see that was obvious in the last time out, and that fall certainly didn't help matters any.
Rebound by UNCC, and they'll go in by 7 at the half. Tremendous first half by Lee Rose's 49ers, and that's the end of the first half of play with the score. UNC Charlotte 37 and San Francisco 30. We'll be back in a moment with our halftime show.
Cal Irvin, athletic director at North Carolina A&T. And Cal, it's a great day for North Carolina schools at the NIT.
Well, it's certainly a tribute to the state of North Carolina in terms of not only the educational aspects, but also to the basketball and athletic programs.
Tell me a little bit about how North Carolina A&T and UNCC, two schools that have been trying to get in some national recognition, how they came about getting into this tournament.
Well, I would be less than honest to say if I wasn't a strong advocate of both of them. And Charlotte, really, a lot of people didn't know much about them, but certainly and I had to bring out the fact that they could play basketball, and they particularly had a very strong inside game. And I think along with this urging and so forth, the rest of the committee agreed that Charlotte would be a healthy surprise. And the score indicates that my judgment was correct at this point.
Well, this may be a better place to be. I know Lee Rose believes that by being in New York City and having the advantage of the New York press, that may be a better place to be than maybe even the NCAA tournament.
Well, as you and I know, the New York metropolitan press never hurts you, and the exposure certainly is good for your athletic program and also your school.
What will this do for black colleges around the country?
Well, the exposure is good, but we have to play a little better basketball. But the exposure certainly is good and will help us in our recruiting efforts, and it also will give additional exposure to our institutions. And the only kind of way that predominantly black schools are going to gain parity is by virtue of the fact that they will have to play in this kind of competition.
Well, of course, your school was beaten this afternoon by a very tough Providence ball club, but UNCC has a great chance to win this ball game. They're leading by 7 here at the half, and the San Francisco ball club is much taller than they are, and it's their first time in an arena such as this. And what do you feel about their chances?
Well, I think certainly Charlotte has an excellent chance to win this ball game by virtue of the way they attack the defense. They're getting the ball inside, and I've always admired Maxwell and Massey, because I saw them as high school seniors. And if they can keep that lead and get the ball inside, those two fellows are about as good as you'll find around, even though they're unheralded.
Well, Cal, we've still got 2 North Carolina schools left in the tournament, North Carolina State, and hopefully UNCC can hold on for the next 20 minutes and pull this one out. And next year maybe A&T will be back and we'll have a few more North Carolina schools.
Well, we're hopeful that we possibly could come back, but I'm also proud of the state of North Carolina because we're all members of the same educational institution, and I feel very proud of that.
Cal, thank you for stopping by and talking with us, and now we'll go back to Jim Thacker.
My pleasure.
All right, gentlemen, thank you very much. Cal Irvin, brother of Monty Irvin, a very well-known and famous former Major League star, now Director of Athletics at North Carolina A&T. Actually, the Aggies were outplayed by Providence rather decisively, especially in the second half today. Bob Mishavides had a great ball game for the Friars, so they move into the quarterfinals. But nevertheless, Irvin, much in the same vein of thought as Lee Rose at UNCC, feels that just the trip here, the appearance, and being included in a field like the NIT is a tremendous advantage and a boost for your basketball and athletic program, which of course it is. The phases at UNCC have been rather painstakingly and sometimes long in coming as far as those were concerned. Back through the years, Bill Foster and now Lee Rose. Phase one, of course, was just to establish a major program when they decided to go into Division I of the NCAA as an independent team. Then phase two was to upgrade the schedule, and that's very difficult to do. It takes time to convince the name schools to play you, especially after you start beating them. And so this year, with the most impressive schedule the school's ever had, 22 Division I teams, UNC Charlotte won its way in here to this mecca of basketball with a 21-5 record, and they had some very impressive wins. 18-point victory at Vanderbilt, 16-point victory over Florida, victory over 19th-ranked Centenary in the one of the final games of the season, the last home game. It was a sellout at Charlotte, 11,600. 10-point loss at Maryland, a 3-point loss at North Carolina State, when of course they were nationally ranked. So an impressive campaign for UNCC. They won 15 of the last 17 games. I know that Lee Rose hopes and feels that his team is at its peak as it comes in here. Rose, of course, 8 years at Transylvania, built a very enviable record, 160 victories and 57 losses. Took his teams there to 6 postseason tournaments, and is a very strict disciplinarian, but he's made it pay off. He's taken over a ball club that's had to make some adjustments to a new coaching regime and brought them right to the peak of their basketball program in history. UNCC this year in the NCAA was second in the nation in rebounding margin, even though they had to give away some height at times. They out-rebounded their opponents by almost 12 rebounds a game. They were fourth in the nation in scoring margin. They averaged beating the team 17.5 points a game. They were number one in that last year. They were 23rd offensive ranked team in the country. They ranked 27th on defense. So the team has great credentials. And finally, they're getting a chance to show it before some of the nation's more prominent basketball people, both the media and others who are involved in college athletics. UNCC here tonight playing a team that had been ranked number 7 in the nation preseason, San Francisco. And Bob, they have to say they have outplayed them. They got off to a little bit of a nervous start, and then San Francisco tried to take command of the game with the pressure tactics, and they were taking their toll, but UNC settled down, and it was the 49ers that set the tempo.
Well, they certainly haven't been intimidated by the height of the San Francisco ball club, nor the speed, even though they were a little flustered there at the early going. And Jim, you mentioned that UNCC had played a couple of nationally ranked teams. They played 3 nationally ranked teams this year. And in 4 games, they beat Centenary by a point at the Charlotte Coliseum, so they have beaten a nationally ranked team this year. And of the other 3 games that they played, of course, they played Centenary twice. The other 3 games that they played against nationally ranked opposition, they only lost by a total of 15 points, and one of those was a 10-point loss at Maryland, which is speaks well for the way this ball club handles itself. They never seem to stop surprising. I think they've impressed some people here tonight.
Well, when you come down to it, this is the only important game there is right now.
Well, it seems like every time they go out from here on out, they're playing the most important game of their season.
I was just watching Joe Hall being interviewed here by Bob Wolf. Joe, of course, saw his Kentucky team get a scare today, but they came back to beat Niagara. Well, we'll be back with the rest of our halftime show in a moment. Individual scoring now, Bob. How's it look?
All right, we'll check San Francisco first. Boynes has 8 points, Redmond 9, and the other high scorer is Sam Williams. He's got 7. The other scoring by Cartwright 2. That's quite a statistic. They've held Cartwright to 2 points in the first half. Coleman with 2, and Williams. Rod Williams with 2 points for San Francisco. On the UNCC side of the ledger, Cedric Maxwell had an amazing first half. 16 points in the first half, 4 field goals, and 8 for 8 from the line. Lou Massey 8 points. Kevin King 6 points. He's playing a good ball game. Bob Ball with 3, and Melvin Watkins with 2. Skip Shipman also with 2 for UNCC, for their total of 37. So it's UNCC with 37 at the half, and San Francisco with 30.
Well, the teams have returned to the court, and we'll be back in a moment for the start of the second half. Back at Madison Square Garden in New York, the first round of the National Invitation Tournament. This is Jim Thacker with Bob Taylor, the halftime scorer. In case you're joining us, and look there, gentlemen, the Baron himself, Mr. Adolph Rupp, the winningest coach in basketball history in total victories, and his old school won here today, Kentucky. The man in the brown suit played in 6 NITs, and he won one of them, Bob, and what a legend he is. But anyway, quite an interesting statistics on turnovers, Bob.
They just passed us the play-by-play of the first half, Jim, and the interesting thing, it bears the point that we mentioned earlier, that UNCC seemed to be capitalizing on the mistakes that San Francisco had been making. And there you see the scoring on the screen. Cedric Maxwell with 16 points for UNCC in leading that ball club. But UNCC was able to force 10 turnovers into 11 points for their ball club in the first half. And that is a 9-point differential between San Francisco forcing 7 turnovers and only able to capitalize on 2 points out of those 7 turnovers. So that's 9 points, and UNCC leading by 7 at the half. Right there indicates the margin at the half, Jim.
All right, we go to the second half, Bob. Maxwell against Cartwright. Cartwright 6'11". Maxwell is in at 6'8". UNCC is up by 7 points. And the tip is controlled by San Francisco. Looks like he threw it back in the San Francisco court almost. Here's Boynes with a nice fake. Boynes up inside, and 2 tips inside, and good by Redmond. Marion Redmond getting 2 clean taps on the ball, 37-32. Waiting at midcourt, number 10, Sam Williams suppressed, but he has 3 personal fouls. Shipman starting the second half. So Lee Rose keeping his ball handlers in there, respecting the pressure tactics of San Francisco. Massey down the middle goes ball for layup, blocked inside by Cartwright. Good defensive play. Under, blocked out by Shipman. They were trying to hit inside to Redmond.
Massey's the only 49er in serious foul trouble. You know, he drew 2 of those fouls very early in the first half. So that third foul, he played well for about 16 minutes of the first half, only drawing that other foul, and they're going to need his scoring.
Long one by Sam Williams. That is a crucial stage of the game right here. San Francisco's come back with 4 straight points. UNCC's lead's cut to 3. 49ers now need a basket pretty badly. They're trying to work against the pressure. Inside Massey, up. And rebound San Francisco. Here come the Dons on the fast break. Driving shot is not good, and Kevin King pulls it out. That was quite a dipsy-do by Sam Williams. I think he wanted to pass off. Nobody was there. He should have left that shot in San Francisco. 37-34, UNCC. Lee Rose would like to see him take more of those variety of shots. A very sticky defense here by the Dons. And UNCC, there's Massey free. That's what they're trying to do, pull the string against the pressure defense. 39-34, UNCC. Second half now is underway. Winner of this game plays Oregon. Driving Boynes. That's going to be a charging foul on Boynes, his third. Number 3 on the leading scorer for San Francisco, Winford Boynes. Look at him. 3 years he was the most valuable player in Oklahoma high school. 3 years. Never heard of that before. Was Jerry Lucas? I don't think he won that. 39-34. 5-point lead by UNCC. Again, driving for the layup. King had it partially blocked. Now here's Boynes. Boynes driving, and he's fouled by Shipman. Sheldon Shipman, personal foul number 2. This game has been played with great intensity on both sides. UNCC 39, San Francisco 34. Don's ball. Into Cartwright. Cartwright driving. Basket won't count. That's number 3 on Cartwright. Charging foul by 6'11", Bill Cartwright. And UNCC's poise has been remarkable.
It certainly has, Jim, and I just can't say enough for the way this ball club reacts under the pressure of almost every kind of situation we've seen them play in this year.
Now Shipman against the pressure, comes out of backcourt. 39-34, and it's right over our head. There we are, right there. Could have gotten in the play then, Bob. Bob Ball will toss it in from right in front of us, lobs it in, and the foul is on Cartwright's 4th. 4 fouls on Cartwright. That could be a big play. There he was, the most recruited player in high school in the nation a year ago. Everybody wanted him. UCLA, Maryland, San Francisco got him. He's got his 4th. Cartwright will have to go to the bench, and Howard Smith will come in.
The 49ers certainly want to get that height out of there, but Cartwright's been ineffective as far as scoring goes. He only had 2 points in the first half.
That's right. Maybe they should have kept him in there. 39-34. UNCC in the lead. 17.5 minutes to go. No let up in the pressure here. Walking by Shipman. There again, the fear of the double team on the pressure defense. Shipman heard somebody say, "Look out." And he tried to stop his dribble. Couldn't. They're forcing now Williams to go to his left. Inside Howard Smith. Shot is up and in. Howard Smith. Little short hook. 39-36. Back to 3 points. Pressure's on again. Here comes the jump switch by San Francisco. And a wild pass. Turned over to San Francisco. Lou Massey went right over the bench trying to recover it. Now the Dons have a chance to cut it to 1. UNCC led by 7 at the half. We've played 3. Howard Smith under. Shot is tapped in. Oh, they wanted offensive goaltending on that one. 39-38. 1-point lead by UNCC. Needing a basket. And it's Lou Massey. He's got it. 12 points for Lou.
Massey's the man they go to when they have to have the points.
41-38. Redmond driving. San Francisco's getting the shots now. I wouldn't be surprised we get a timeout here by Lee Rose. 16.5 minutes to go in a 1-point ball game. 41-40. Sam Williams with 3 fouls, backpedaling. Under now is Massey for a layup. Maxwell, Cedric Maxwell. 18th point. 43-40. Scramble, look at him scramble for the ball. Inside, the layup is missed. The rebound, UNCC. King is taken away, and Williams and a personal foul on King. Number 1 on Kevin King. Tremendous play in the second half. Now there's timeout on the court with 16 minutes to go. The score, UNCC 43, San Francisco 40. Once again, San Francisco won. 43-40 UNC with 16 minutes to go. Back in the zone. Redmond falling away. It's going to be short. Massey's there with the rebound. 3-point lead by the 49ers. There's the jump switch. Looking for help. Thrown away. Boynes has got it for San Francisco. Batted away. It's going to be a foul against Shipman. 3rd personal foul on Skip Shipman of UNCC. Boy, the San Francisco zone press is something. UNCC trying to find the answer. Coleman Smith alone, or rather Williams alone. Underneath, Boynes puts it up inside, and he's fouled. It could tie the score. And it's against Maxwell. Number 2 on Maxwell, Winford Boynes. Northern California Player of the Year. Was born in Greenville, South Carolina. 3-point play, ties the score. Tied for the 8th time. The pressure defense of San Francisco is the thing that has pulled the Dons back even. Looking for a basket now, and it's Massey, the best shooter. Massey inside. Massey takes it away. Very good move by Massey. Was covered up inside by the San Francisco trees, the tall sequoia. 43-43 tie. It's a critical possession here by UNCC. Pierce inside. Rebound is down by Redmond. San Francisco fast breaking. Williams driving, feeds off for the layup. San Francisco's in the lead. Howard Smith. Well, the Dons have come from behind to take the lead. 45-43. 14.5 minutes remaining. Ball driving inside, and he's fouled. Personal foul is against Redmond. That's the 3rd on Redmond. That's the 4th team foul. Ball will go to the line for 2. Chance to tie the score. Melvin Watkins off the UNCC bench as Bob Ball waits. Once scored 53 points in a high school game, so he can shoot. But he's gone more as a playmaker for UNCC, giving up that shooting role. But he has a good touch of the line. Now he can only cut the margin to 1. (45-44) San Francisco. Coleman clearing outside to Williams. Sam Williams, UNCC in his zone. 1-3-1. Baseline Redmond, partially blocked, pulled down by Maxwell. Blocked was by Pierce. Boy, shooting over Pierce like shooting over the Empire State Building. 45-44. San Francisco by a point. UNCC trying to change it around. Melvin Watkins. They're screening for Maxwell for Massey. Here's Lou. Boy, that's 2. He's been in and out, and a big rebound on the offensive end by Maxwell who walks. You get again credit to San Francisco defense because Sam Williams cut in there just exactly the right time to force that travel. San Francisco now with the ball and a 1-point lead. Boynes up outside. Winford Boynes. 47-44. Now San Francisco by 3. There's the switch, and it's back and forth again by Ball. Again, the midcourt pressure defense has caused a turnover. Now there's a timeout on the court with the score. San Francisco 47, UNCC 44. (7-1) surge by San Francisco, and you think this game's exciting? Well, there's a Holy Cross fan waiting for the nightcap. Or maybe one too many nightcaps. Who knows?
That's the total loss from Holy Cross.
47-44 San Francisco. Sam Williams looking inside. Boynes driving, partially blocked, and he got it anyway. 5-point lead for the Dons now. 49-44. That's 9-1. They've outscored UNCC.
Now that's 9 points in this half. For Boynes, he had 8 in the first half, Jim, so that's 17 on the night.
Well, he's some player. Maxwell faking, and he is blocked and fouled by Smith. Howard Smith too slow getting in there. That's the second personal foul on Smith. And in team fouls. Now that's 5 in this half. So UNCC will put it back in play. Retaining possession. 49ers needing to score. Inbounds pass stolen by Smith. What a hawking defense this team has. Weak side pass to Redmond. Inside to Smith for the short one. Howard Smith for San Francisco. Now the Dons lead by 7, 51-44, their biggest lead. UNCC led by 7 at the half. Maxwell inside, and he's fouled. Personal foul on Smith. That's 3 on Smith. Cartwright was in earlier, got 4. Now Smith has 3. That's 16 fouls. 1 and 1 on the next one. 51-44. Maxwell looking for a shot. Whistle inside. There's a foul on Don Pierce. Pierce fouling on the rebound. Second foul on Pierce. Team foul number 5 against the 49ers. UNCC in a bad stretch right here. Game being dominated by the San Francisco defense.
We've gone, I guess, 8 minutes here into the second half now. UNCC's only been able to put 7 points on the board in that entire half. Lee Rose has been very upset with his ball club for the last 5 minutes.
Well, they played 4 minutes with 1 point, Bob. Long one by Boynes. Rebound, that could be pushing off by Redmond, and it is. Marion Redmond gets his 4th foul. Dons could be getting in some deep water foul-wise now, and still 12 minutes to go in this game. Redmond's going to have to go to the sidelines as Jeff Randall comes in, 6'6" junior. You think you get a starter in trouble, so he goes out. So who comes in? A guy who's been a starter for 2 years, Jeff Randall. They got 4 out of the 5 starters from last year back, and about all of them are on the bench. They all are on the bench.
And that club compiled a 19-7 record, too.
13 points for Massey. That breaks a little bit of a drought for UNCC. 51-45. Looking for his 14th point. Lou Massey. Rebound. Pierce has got it. And Massey is open. Russ Coleman now driving in. Here's Coleman charging. That'll be charging on Coleman. First foul, offensive ball control foul. UNCC will get the ball. Watch this. No question about it. Pierce was right there to take the charge. Coleman, instead of stopping and going straight up in the air, was going forward. 6-point lead for San Francisco. Inside of Maxwell. He's around his man. Maxwell. 20 points for Cedric Maxwell. 51-47. UNC now looking to ignite a rally.
That's only the second field goal for Maxwell here, second half. He had 16 points in the first half, so they found the secret there.
Well, so is Sam Williams. He just drilled in his 11th point. 53-47 San Francisco. 11 minutes to go. It's a long time. Massey looking for Maxwell. And there's a whistle. They got Smith for holding. That's 4 on Smith. Bob, that's one of the reasons. They've really been shadowing Maxwell, and a little bit too much so that time.
Now that may work to the UNCC's advantage here in the next few minutes with 3 players with 4 fouls now, and Boynes has 3. So they've got quite a few players that are in deep foul trouble.
Shipman back in the game. UNCC is a disciplined team. They're trailing in this game by 6 points, but they're not kind of a team that tries to catch up in 30 seconds. All right, San Francisco wants a timeout right now with 11 minutes exactly to go. So there's timeout on the court with the score. San Francisco 53, UNCC 47. Maxwell on the lines. We come back to the action. There's a little motion with the arm. Now he's set for the free throw. Hasn't missed tonight. He's 8 for 8 and 20 points. Top scorer in the game. That's about as close as he's come to missing. He's going to set a career field goal percentage mark if he keeps going. He's hitting almost 56% from the field. That's 10 in a row from the free throw line. 53-49. UNCC's cut almost half the lead away. They trail by 7. Now it's down to 4.
Jim, it may be an overworked phrase. They talk about momentum in sports a lot. And,
Well, Bob, right now, San Francisco doing something about the zone defense. They're going to force UNCC to come out. Yes, you were saying?
I was just saying that I was going to mark on the clock that we had 11 minutes to go with Maxwell on the line, and I just sense a change in the tempo, and perhaps that's going to turn the momentum around. Like I say, it may be an overworked phrase, but I have a feeling that there's something in the ball game has changed that will alter and it may be the fouls that San Francisco has picked up, or forcing them to play in the zone or whatever.
Well, you just saw UNCC forced into a man-for-man, and San Francisco went immediately to work, getting a foul on Don Pierce's third, and a possible three-point play here from Sam Williams. Watch it. Great drive by Williams. Well, they call him the foul on Shipman, so give the foul to Shipman will be his fourth. Three-point play by Williams. 56-49 is the score. Inside to Massey, who's free. Lou Massey, 15 points. 56-51, back to 5 points. 10 minutes to go in the game. UNCC's been forced out of the zone defense. San Francisco wanted them that way in the man-for-man. Coleman on the outside. Russ Coleman, it's his first basket. 58-51. Again, the Dons from the West Coast lead by 7. Maxwell's come out of the pivot. They move Massey in there. Watkins now gets around his man. Melvin Watkins scores. 58-53. 9.5 minutes to go. There's a good clean screen, and it's lost away by Williams. Fumbled away by Williams. He got his man screened off but lost his dribble. A turnover to UNCC. Let's see now if they can cash it in. Trailing by 5. Maxwell has come outside. Massey's gone inside. Maxwell's going to drive. Pierce takes it in. Pierce has cut it to 3. 9 minutes to go. 58-55. San Francisco. Russ Coleman. Started out deep by Watkins. Smith now playing with 4 fouls to pull Pierce away. San Francisco slowing down the attack a little bit. Inside, Boynes. Boynes has it batted away, recovers and misses. And a whistle inside. The foul is against Pierce on the rebound. A costly one. Number 4 on Pierce. And we're going to go to the 1-and-1. 18 fouls, actually. Jeff Randall, very strong player, native of Detroit. Finished his high school at Oakland, California. Came in when Smith got in foul trouble. Now Smith back in there, too. Rebound by Maxwell. 58-55. UNCC could pull within 1 point. They're working Maxwell and Massey. Here goes Maxwell. Ball batted away. Maxwell's got it inside. He's fouled. Personal foul is against Randall. And this is going to send what has been a sure shooting Cedric Maxwell to the line. There's the little ritual. Well, don't knock it if it works. And he is 10 for 10. Cedric was to the All-District 3 NCAA team this year. First time ever a UNCC player had made the NCAA All-District 10. 2 shots. Cedric Maxwell. What a string he has going. Good motion. 58-56. Maxwell hits number 12. It'll be a 1-point lead by San Francisco. UNCC come back. We'll be moving. 8 minutes and 25 seconds to go. Here's Boynes over the line. Boynes drives under, batted away, but he's out of bounds. UNCC's ball. 8 minutes and 21 seconds to go. The Charlotte fans are going wild. They're here in about 3 different segments of the Garden, and they're being heard from. Here again, Maxwell on the outside, taking Smith away from the basket, driving on him. Looking for help. It's Melvin Watkins. UNCC looking for a good shot, have a chance to recapture the lead. They're down by 1. Massey There's a steal by Coleman. Coleman louding now to Smith. Blocked out by Massey, but goaltending. So a key steal, and Sam Smith has increased the San Francisco lead again. Watch it. Watch how Massey goes out. This is clearly, he can't touch the ball once it's up over the basket. Right there. Goaltending.
Well, you could just see the expression on Massey's face when he made the pass, Jim. He knew as soon as he let it go that it was not the thing to do.
Well, Massey comes right back to the other end to a tone. Back to a 1-point lead. 60-59, San Francisco. 7 minutes and 25 seconds to go. Boynes away. Williams slips and travels. UNCC's ball. Traveling violation. I'm sure they're going to make sure they dry up some moisture here. You can see Russ Coleman asking official Ed Cortado right now about that. Here comes Larry Arnaut's one of the assistant coaches from San Francisco, or trainer Rick Van Tile. Watch his feet. Right there. Must have been some moisture on the floor. And a lot of bodies down tonight. Back live now. UNCC has a chance to take the lead.
It's a lot of bodies across the way that have really come alive in the last few minutes, too.
Pierce inside for the layup. A great pass from Massey. 61-60. UNCC back in the lead. Boynes inside to Smith. Blocked out of bounds by Maxwell. And Bill Cartwright will come back in for San Francisco with 4 fouls. There he is, 6'11" freshman center. Watch this block. Smith on the follow-away, and there's Maxwell. Well, he's done a job at both ends.
Cedric's expression never changes no matter what he's doing. He just goes out and does it.
And there's a pushing foul by Pierce. That'll be all for Don Pierce. They'll miss him. Don Pierce fouls out of the ball game. I believe, well, we may have been wrong. I guess that's 4 on Pierce. 4 on Pierce. He's going to stay in. 6:46 to go. 61-60 the score. UNC Charlotte by a point. San Francisco will have a chance to break the tie at the line with Sam Williams. Williams is 2 for 3 and 16 points. His brother Gus played at Southern California. A junior college transfer. That ties the score. Now the bonus shot. That could put San Francisco back in the lead. 6 minutes and 46 seconds to go. The Dons are back on top. This lead has changed hands 10 times in this game. UNCC again needing a basket to go ahead. There's the jump switch on the defense. Leaving the open man is Pierce. Stolen away by Coleman and then fumbled out. So UNCC gets a lucky break here. It's a clean steal by Coleman. But a quick application of defense turned it over again. 62-61, San Francisco. They leave Pierce open. They'll let him take the outside shot. Boy, San Francisco with this karate defense really keeps the pressure on. Watkins. Inside to Massey. 19 points for Massey, and UNCC is back on top again by a point. Loud pass. Driving is Boynes. Shot is blocked down by Massey. Will have a jump.
What a block. What a great block.
Sure Lee Rose thought there was charging in there. Bodies were going every which way. Both coaches are up. But what a clutch block by Lou Massey, who's playing with 3 personal fouls. Great defensive play. 63-62. UNC Charlotte. Okay, it's Massey against Boynes. Tip control to UNCC. Watkins has got it. Five minutes and 50 seconds to go. 1-point lead for the 49ers. Watkins looking inside to Maxwell. Now into Massey. Batted away, but Shipman will recover for Shipman from the corner. Rebound is by Maxwell. Hook. Now Massey inside. Batted away. San Francisco's got it. And out of bounds. He threw it away. Redmond threw it away, and UNCC will get it, leading by a point. 5:22. I don't know if I can stand this for 5 minutes, Bob.
He can really feel it now. It's really beginning to get to you. The longer it goes, the worse it gets.
That pressure we're talking about. Melvin Watkins gets a pick. Now Massey, they like Massey or Maxwell to take the shot, of course.
Of course, Massey's the hot man right now, too.
5 minutes to go. UNCC up by 1. Shipman under, couldn't hold it. Big turnover. Shipman started in, lost control of the ball. San Francisco another chance to go on top. 4 minutes and 50 seconds to go. Here's Boynes. He's the leading scorer. San Francisco now has to look gingerly for a good shot. Time becoming a factor, of course. Russ Coleman, number 22. They want to go inside to Cartwright or to get Boynes here in a driving situation. 4:25 to go. 1 point lead by UNCC. And Williams will take it, and a clutch shot by Williams. Wow. Well, UNCC will probably say, I like that one, but it went. San Francisco's back in the lead. 4 minutes and 5 seconds to go. Shipman almost lost it away. Watkins up, clutch shot, San Francisco rebound. Down by Williams. Now the Dons have it with the lead, 64-63. 3 minutes and 50 seconds to go. Boynes lobs it inside to Cartwright. Cartwright spinning around, blocked. Rebound down by Watkins. UNCC's got the ball. Needing a basket here to take the lead. Shipman. And now Lee Rose says, hold it right there. Let's think this thing over with 3.5 minutes to go. So there's timeout on the court with the score. San Francisco 64. UNCC 63. Break back. Very much in the game, of course, statistically. There's Mike Pratt having a seat beside him, and Bob Gaylord at the other end. Outstanding star in San Francisco as a player. Now as a coach, he's won 113 games and lost 47. This is his 6th year. UNCC's ball. Pressure's always on by San Francisco. 3.5 minutes to go in this game. UNCC trails by 1 point. Bob Ball is back in the lineup. Inside it goes to Maxwell. This is out of bounds. And it'll be UNCC's ball. Wow. That was a challenge by Melvin Watkins that kept the 49ers in possession. 3 minutes and 17 seconds. 64-63, San Francisco. Into Watkins for the layup, but he is a whistle on the play. And it's a pushing foul against Russ Coleman of San Francisco. UNCC will have a chance to take the lead at the line with Melvin Watkins. They try the inbounds play in the air. Now Watkins, whose team at Reidsville won the high school championship, so he knows what it's like to be in tournament pressure. As Bob Taylor said, he broke the old assist record himself. Taking a back seat to Bob. Oh, what a big free throw this is. 1-1. Watkins. Rebound by Don Pierce. Pierce alertly clears at the ball, and UNCC will organize.
Seems like every time that UNCC has needed a key rebound off their offensive board, they've been able to get it tonight, which is amazing considering the height of this ball club.
Maxwell inside. Now Watkins again. Rebound by Massey. He's open. In, out. Tough break, and San Francisco's got it. Russ Coleman hurriedly over the line. Now to Williams. 2 minutes and 48 seconds to go. And San Francisco wants to check their strategy. Bob Gaylord wants a timeout with 2:45 to go. So there's a timeout on the court with the score. San Francisco 64, UNC Charlotte 63. Back to the action, 2 minutes and 44 seconds to go. San Francisco in the lead with the ball by 1 point. 64-63. UNCC in a man-for-man. 49ers are going to have to really play with caution right now in protecting the basket. San Francisco slowed it down. They're going to try to look for a layup and hold the ball. 2 minutes and 20 seconds to go. I don't think you'll see any more long shots here by Sam Williams. Well, what a big one he hit a moment ago from 25 feet. The personal foul is on Pierce. That'll be the 5th on Pierce. Don Pierce trying for an interception. Fouls out of the ball game with 2 minutes and 7 seconds to go. Pierce with only 4 points, but key rebounds, big defensive plays. Don, of course, one of the seniors for UNCC. Now he can go to the bench, and I hope his teammates can get him into another game.
And those baskets, too, Jim. Only 4 points, but they came at a critical time when UNCC really needed him to get back in this ballgame.
Each time. Bill Cartwright, 2-point lead San Francisco. Bonus shot coming. He averaged 38 points a game in high school. You know why everybody was after him. 2 big ones. 3-point lead by San Francisco, 66-63 with 2 minutes and 3 seconds to go in the game. UNCC now desperately needing a basket. They've got Boynes on Massey, Cartwright on Maxwell. Shipman inside on the fall away, and there's Maxwell to follow. Wow, what a rebound.
Cedric almost seemed like he knew where it was going to be.
66-65, back to the 1 point. Now a minute and 35 seconds to go. Inside is Cartwright. Shot is blocked by Maxwell. Loose ball out of bounds. It's going to be San Francisco ball. Maxwell took the challenge, and he blocked the shot of the big fella Cartwright. 1:27 to go. San Francisco by 1. San Francisco, I think, is going to call another timeout. Yep, Bob Gaylord wants another timeout with 1:27 to go. Well, Bob, it's a pressure cooker now. 1 point lead by San Francisco, and it's up to the UNCC defense. 1 minute and 27 seconds. Don's ball. It's Ball, Massey, Maxwell, King, and Shipman on the floor for the 49ers. Tell you, this could be the biggest minute and a half in UNCC's basketball history up to right now. It's immeasurable what a victory in the NIT might do for their program. San Francisco puts it back in the stall. 1 minute, 18 seconds to go. They have the count on there for a moment. Shipman. 1 minute, 2 seconds. There's the 1 minute mark. 1 minute to go. UNCC trying to force San Francisco into a mistake. Batted out of bounds. Still San Francisco ball. 53 seconds to go.
And it's not going to be long before they get down to that critical time where they're going to have to commit the foul, too, Jim.
Well, I'm sure they picked out somebody. 50 seconds to go. Coleman, and Coleman is fouled. 2 years, started here tonight, a junior. Up for the 1-and-1. Pressure's on him at the moment, although his team is leading. Got to hit at least this first one, or might give a, he's a 61% shooter, if that means anything. I don't really go too much on that percentage in a situation like this. Depends on how good a competitor you are. Sometimes a 60% shooter, when the chips are down, can really get tough. Bonus shot for Coleman. Going for the 3-point lead. 68-65. 3-point lead by San Francisco with 44 seconds to go. You're seeing the time right now on the bottom of your screen. Timeout, right? Defense, they're not coming out with pressure. They're back in a zone defense. They're going to force UNCC to shoot from the outside. And Shipman will take it. Boy, what a clutch shot. 1 point lead now. 28 seconds to go.
First basket of the second half for Shipman, and what a time for it to come.
22 seconds to go. And the personal foul on Bob Ball. 1 point lead. Now they got a clutch guy at the line, though, Sam Smith. He's 4 for 5. 5 for 6. 21 points for Sam Williams. What a game he's played. He averaged only 2 points a game coming into this game. There's a chance. UNCC's got the ball. 19 seconds to go. They're looking timeout.
I could hit here.
That's right, and Ball has not scored a field goal tonight. Now there are 12 seconds. Watch the time. Massey, only 6 seconds. They go inside. It is Kevin King for the layup. That's tied. It'll be an overtime. Overtime. Kevin King with 1 second to go. Inside, Cartwright stolen away by Shipman, and loose ball retaken by San Francisco. 4 bodies on the floor. Wow. A near steal. Weak side pass. Boynes will take it on the outside. A clutch shot by Boynes. You have to give him credit for that. Winfred Boynes. 17 points for Boynes. San Francisco is back in the lead. What a game. The shame here is that one of these teams will not be around after tonight. Here's King inside, and a charging foul on King.
It's almost the same shot that he hit to put this game into overtime.
It was King who tied the score at the end of regulation. Just charged over his second personal foul. Ball control foul. Now the officials are having a discussion. Ball control foul. Well, San Francisco will get the ball. Nick Simon, we might have said Watkins tied the score, was King. Kevin King. Now San Francisco's got the ball with a 2-point lead in the overtime. 3 minutes and 50 seconds to go. UNCC has had to come out of the zone. There's a steal by Maxwell. What a game he's played. And Skip Chipman had to hold his breath to keep from traveling. UNCC comes down again looking for a tie. What an uphill struggle they've had.
This, if you can call it a new kind of pressure, this is a new kind of pressure for UNCC too, and in the fact that this is the first time they've been into overtime this year.
Well, you would think a team that ties it, of course, maybe has the momentum, but right now San Francisco's got the upper hand. They're leading. They want to get the ball inside to Maxwell. There's Shipman taking the shot. Going to be short. Rebound is down by Redmond for San Francisco. 3 minutes to go in the overtime. Again, San Francisco's got it with the lead. And Cartwright is left open. Blocked! Rejected by Maxwell. Loose ball. Massey got it. And away on the floor the ball. Remember that block by Maxwell. That's the second one he's had.
He absolutely came from nowhere. Jim Cartwright was wide open. There was no place that Maxwell could have gone but where he did.
Maxwell again has tied the score. 10 times it's been tied, 12 times the lead changed. Here's Cartwright inside. Cartwright can't do it, but he may have been fouled. Personal foul is against Bob Ball, and that's the 5th on Ball, and that could be a costly loss. 4 points for Bob, but his ball handling's the thing. 2:26 left in the overtime. Melvin Watkins is in. There's Bobby Ball, senior quarterback playmaker, record-holding assist star for UNCC from Tucker, Georgia. 240 career assists coming into this game. Cartwright now on the hot seat with a tie score. The bonus free throwing, as you know, carries over into overtime. San Francisco back in the lead by 1. And that's it. Rebound Maxwell. 1-point lead of the Dons. UNCC with the ball. Maxwell and Massey trying to team it up. Looking here for a good shot. Clock shows 2 minutes to go in the overtime. 1-point lead San Francisco. They screen for Massey. Massey gets free. 21 points for Massey. UNCC back in the lead in overtime. First time they've led for a while. Williams outside to Coleman. 1 minute 40 seconds to go. Back in the zone defense now is UNCC. Boynes shot partially blocked. Was there a foul? There was. Personal foul is against Melvin Watkins. That's the second one on Watkins.
Second personal foul.
This will put Boynes at the free throw line. He was voted the Cable Car Classic MVP. Was 3 times High School Player of the Year in his state. That ties the score at 73, and Boynes could untie it. Unfortunately for UNCC, he does. 49ers trailing by a point again. Now with 1.5 minutes to go in the overtime. 1-point lead, San Francisco. Shipman being guarded very closely here by Williams, number 10. Now Massey at the free throw line. Massey in traffic. Rebound Watkins. Watkins is clear. UNCC is back in the lead. 15 times the lead's changed. 1 minute to go in overtime. Boy, does UNCC need possession. A long one by Williams. Rebound is out to Williams for San Francisco. Stolen by Watkins. And a foul on Williams. He's out of the game. Number 24. Stolen by Kevin King. What? Talk about big plays, Bob. Has Kevin made them or not?
You can't even begin to count the big plays that they had. I'm sitting here looking at the coaches' wives behind us. A couple of them are in tears. They're beside themselves. They don't know really what to do in this situation. And I know that they're not going to be able to stand another one of these, so they better win it here.
49 seconds to go. UNCC leading by 1 point. Kevin King will be at the free throw line. Bob Gaylord said, let's let him think about it. So San Francisco is going to call timeout, Bob. And that's a ploy that was used this afternoon by Rutgers coach Tom Young. He called 2 times out to let Mr. Malloy of Princeton think about a free throw that would have tied that game and possibly won it, and he missed. Now Gaylord has used the timeout here for San Francisco.
Now here's another one of those situations where you've got a guy at the line who's not a great free thrower. He's only hit 67%, and this is a measure of the man, I guess you might say. Watkins will be at the line, and if he can hit one, that makes things a little better for UNCC. It hits both of them. UNCC's up by 3, and that puts the pressure on the other foot for San Francisco, puts them in the same situation UNCC was just 5 minutes ago.
All right, Lee Rose is sending his troops out, maybe for the last time, maybe just for the last time in this game. And maybe not for the last time, who knows? 49 seconds. Seems like an eternity at times. Remember, San Francisco's karate defense has been one of the important factors in this game, but just the intestinal fortitude of UNC Charlotte has amazed and astounded this crowd here in New York City. 1 point lead.
49ers making sure of their matchups. They don't want to make any mistakes here, Jim. I hear Lou Massey saying, I got Boynes and Kevin King trying to make sure that he knows who he's going to have, and Lee Rose now talking to Skip Shipman, make sure everybody knows their assignment, where they're supposed to go as soon as this foul shot takes place.
All right, Kevin King up at the free throw line for a very big 1-and-1. The first trip up there tonight. Boy, how important is this shot? Rebound by Cartwright for San Francisco. The Dons now have a chance. UNCC will have to go back to its defense. They're going back to the man-for-man. Cartwright inside. Cartwright falling away. UNCC's got it. Cedric Maxwell out with another big rebound. Double team and back. Here's a man wide open. It's Massey. 3-point lead. 21 seconds to go. UNCC caught San Francisco napping, but San Francisco stopped the clock with 18 seconds to go. But Massey held his cool, Bob.
Jim, he was all alone. He was wide open. It was obvious there was no place to go but to the basket. UNCC goes up by 3. And you know, you can remember a play not too many minutes ago when Cartwright was alone all by himself. Similar situation at the other end of the court, and Cedric Maxwell came from nowhere to block that shot. And this time UNCC takes it the other way, puts it in, and they're up by 3.
Now we're watching again, right? Watch Maxwell. He holds his composure. Now he sees Massey. I remember that one. That could be the one that put him into Monday night. Well, if the 49ers win it, and look how happy these fans from Charlotte are. If the 49ers win it, they got a 3-point lead with 18 seconds to go. We'll be back on the air Monday night, WBTV, to cover the 49ers all the way here in the NIT. Uphill battle here against San Francisco. They were trailing by 6 points midway in the second half. They were down by 3 points with 40 seconds to go in regulation. They were down by 2 points with 2 seconds to go. Kevin King tied the score. And now Lou Massey has just given the 49ers 3-point lead. 49ers are going to guard them all over the floor. They're not going to give San Francisco any breathing room. Bowens inbounds. The clock is rolling with 15 seconds to go. Bowens driving shot. No good. Rebound is on the floor. And up is taken by Massey, and he is fouled in backcourt. 8 seconds to go. Bob, what a momentous victory this would be.
Jim, I can just see Lee Rose. That's the second time he's done that. He looked over here, he clenched his fist, and that means that he believes that he's got this one in the bag. And what can you say? The 49ers want this one more than any game they've ever won. They said earlier in the year that the first game of the year against Eastern Kentucky was the most important game they'd played. That brought the team together. If that's true, they may have to change their minds tonight.
But Lee Rose just called timeout with 8 seconds to go. It's the final timeout he has in this ball game unless we go to another overtime. He made double sure of that, Bob. He went down to the official score. He said, do I have one timeout remaining? And the man said, you do. And he said, okay, this is it.
Well, it's looked like a parade all night here for the last 15 minutes anyway. The coach has been marching down here to make sure of their timeouts and make sure they don't get called for taking one too many. And they know exactly how many they had. And Lee Rose wanted to double check one more time.
Well, fans here at the Garden have been treated to one of the great shows of this first round. Be honest with you, the first 2 games this afternoon were not all that exciting, although Kentucky and Niagara was fairly close. But this one's been a pressure cooker all the way. Everett Bass, great All-American under Lee Rose at Pennsylvania. There's the man facing the pressure, Lou Massey. He ordinarily can handle it. 23 points he scored tonight. And 594 points this season. That's a new record for UNCC, and he's adding on to it. 23 points tonight. He's 617 points. 8 seconds remaining. 2 here, Bob, by Massey, and it's history. Well, let's see what happens.
It's a Monday night adventure.
The South Mecklenburg Flash. Oh, you know they're celebrating in Pineville, Bob. The bonus shot from Massey. 78-74, a 5-point lead. Just about puts it completely out of reach. There it is. 79-74. Long pass out of bounds. UNCC's ball with 5 seconds to go. The 49ers have won it. Unfortunately, we're going to have to go off the air very quickly, Bob, because of the lateness of the hour. We want to congratulate Lee Rose and his staff on a great job of preparing for a most difficult first-round opponent. Remind you, we'll be back on the air here Monday night for the second-round game against the University of Oregon. University of Oregon from the Pac-8. 5 seconds to go. It's inconceivable with UNCC having the ball. To me, they're not going to win it. Maxwell in backcourt. 3 seconds to go. 2 seconds. Maxwell has the ball batted out of bounds. 1 second to go. UNCC has defeated San Francisco.
Jim, I might add before we go off the air, remember this San Francisco ball club, because this is going to be a great basketball team, and that makes this victory even more important for UNCC.
There's the happy celebration. Lee Rose getting a deserved handshake from Bob Gaylord. That's the final story in overtime. Coming from behind, UNC Charlotte wins number 22, and what a glorious victory it was. Our director tonight was Joel Rourke with production from Hughes Network. Now this is Jim Thacker for Bob Taylor from Madison Square Garden. Inviting you to join